So bar chart with 4 variables, right? Raw material, construction, investment and others, and labor. So we have X, Y, Z, W, V. Raw material, construction, investment and others, and then labor. Because we have 20 numbers, I don't want to write it now. Whatever is required for that particular question, we will take it. The investment of raw material by company Y is how much percentage more than that of company X. So this is regarding raw material. Raw material in the sense the very first one only. Look at the data 0, 1000, 2000 and between them you have a line. So each line occupies 500. So raw material on Y, how much is this? This is 8000 and that should be compared with respect to X. X is equal to 5500. 8000 is how much more than 5500? The same we were asked to calculate in terms of percentage, correct? 2500 upon 5500 into 100. What is 50% of the denominator? What is 50% of the denominator? Our numerator is little bit less than that number. Answer must be less than 50% but close to 50%. Go to options. Which option? Right, next. Find the ratio of amount spent on labor from company V to the amount spent on labor from company Y. Company V, labor, that is the last one, correct? How much is this? That is in between 500 and 1000. So it should be 750. And then next is Y. Y is also same thing, 750. And we were asked to calculate ratio. That must be 1:1. Option is not there, but according to the data, 1:1 we are getting. Yes. Find the total money invested on construction by companies Z, W, V together in the month of January. Okay. So that is construction. Construction is second one. Z, W, V. These three values we have to count. Agreed? Right. So Z, second one, 8500. Next one, 7500. What is the sum so far? 16,000. Next one, 5,000. Total 21,000. Which company invested the highest amount invested on investment on others? Investment on others. Last but one. Correct? Matladali. So last but one, which one should be the highest? So first number, you don't have to write numbers. First number is 4,000. Here it is, correct? Let's follow the line and observe which company is crossing that line. No. It is crossing. No. No. Which company crossed that line? Second. That's the highest one. Z. Yes? You don't have to write numbers. What percent of money invested on raw material by company V to the amount invested on raw material by all the companies together? So it is related to raw materials, right? First number. How much is that? Z. 9,500. Next. 9,000. Next. 8,000. 500 added to this number. Can I treat both the numbers as 9,000, 9,000? This is also 9,000. So far, 27,000 plus 8,000. 35,000 plus 5,500. 40,500. And which company you want to compare? V. V is how much? So we need to calculate 8,500 as a percentage with respect to 40,500. Agreed? Is it approximate percentage? What is 10% of the denominator? 4050. 20%, double. 8,100. Our number, numerator is little bit more than that number. So the answer is more than 20%. Little bit more than 20%. Come to options. 21. What is the difference between amount invested on raw materials to the amount invested on construction by all the companies together? Right. So raw material and then construction. That's what we want. Agreed? Raw material we already know everything. Avana kada? Ippude kada chesam enta? 40,000. Inkem kavali? Construction. In construction already we have three numbers. We need first two. First two construction. 4,500. 6,000. Yes? Right. 7,500. 8,500. 16 plus 6. 22. 22 plus 5. 27. 27,000 plus 4,500. 31,500. Question is about difference, which is 9,000. Over. Can you verify last digit verification? Come on. No, because every option is ending with 0. 72 2 times. 144. 4 times of 94. 4 90s. 4 4s. 300 100. 40 60. 500 and leftover values 20. 520. Can we verify last digit verification? Yes, options are all ending with different numbers. 5 5s. 5. 6 9s. 6 into 9, 4. Sum ends with how many? Next. This value goes to right hand side. Becomes minus 3 only. That is equal to x into 9. Yes. Right. So now let's verify last digit verification. We'll see our luck. So 759, and if this number goes to the other side, right hand side number ends with, which is x into 9 only. Then x is divided by 9. 9 into which number ends with 4? Answer must end with 3 options are already eliminated. Right. Now I want to see whether my answer is nearby 40 or nearby 20. Is that okay? Right hand side, what is the number that we already have? 750 approximate. Approximate. Is that okay? This is approximate. 360. If you take the difference, if it is about 400 only, 400 by 9 in the sense, is that ending with 40s or 24s? Will that is that number nearby? Ante 400 approximate kadamma. Divided by 9. Ide kada. Nearby 40s or 20s are? Ayipindi. Next. This goes to the other side. Agreed? And becomes minus 74 by 5. Yes? Instead of this number, can I subtract 8 and add 1 by 5 later? If you want to subtract 90, we will subtract 100, then add 10 later. Yes? The same way I am following. Instead of 74 by 5, I will subtract 8, then add extra 1 by 5. Is that okay? Subtract 8 from this fellow. 1, 2 by 3. Now add 1 by. So I can add these two fractions now. Definitely answer is not first one, not second one, not fifth one. Either third or fourth. Yes. LCM 15, 10 plus 3. Already you have 1. 13 by 15, fourth final. అర్థమైందా? ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఒక పరీక్ష. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి. ఆల్రెడీ ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్, సెకండ్ ఆప్షన్, ఫిఫ్త్ ఆప్షన్ 3 ఎలిమినేటెడ్, రైట్? Now we need to add these two fractions. That's our job. When you look at your denominators are 3, 5 and you need to take LCM, which is 15. Can I go directly as fourth option? No. Your answer may be 15 or ఫ్యాక్టర్ ఆఫ్ 15. న్యూమరేటర్లో 5 మల్టిపుల్ వస్తే క్యాన్సిల్ అవుతుంది కదా, 3 మల్టిపుల్ వస్తే క్యాన్సిల్ అవుతుంది కదా, ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? సో యూ కెనాట్ డైరెక్ట్లీ గో ఆఫ్టర్ చెకింగ్ LCM of the denominators. You can answer your denominator must be either 15 or factor of 15. 15 is a factor. Even for third option, denominator is 5. That is also a factor of 15. So two possibilities are there. You cannot eliminate any option. Ardhamautunda? Right. So పూర్తిగా వింటేనే వస్తాయి. ఇంతకు ముందు నేను రాకముందు కొంతమంది క్వాంట్ ఫ్యాకల్టీలు వెళ్ళిపోయారు, చూసారా? బ్యాగులు తగిలించుకొని పుస్తకాలు చేతిలో పెట్టుకొని కొంతమంది ఫ్యాకల్టీలు, క్వాంట్ ఫ్యాకల్టీలు వాళ్ళంతా వాళ్ళు వెళ్ళిపోయారు. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? ఇప్పుడు నేను వెళ్ళిపోతాను కదా, నేను వెళ్ళిపోయిన తర్వాత రీజనింగ్ ఫ్యాకల్టీలు కూడా వెళ్ళిపోతారు ఇక్కడి నుంచి. తెలీదా? వెళ్తారు కదా. మీరు కూడా ఇంతకుముందు ఒకళ్ళో ఇద్దరు అయి ఉంటారు కదా ఫ్యాకల్టీలు. ఇంగ్లీష్ ఫ్యాకల్టీలు అయిన వాళ్ళు కొంతమంది ఉన్నారు, క్వాంట్ ఫ్యాకల్టీలు కొంతమంది ఉన్నారు, రీజనింగ్ ఫ్యాకల్టీలు అయితే బోల్డ్ ఎంతమంది ఉంటారు. రోజు క్లాసులకు వస్తూ ఉంటే, రోజు వింటూ ఉంటే అర్థమవుతాయి. అప్పుడప్పుడు వస్తూ ఉన్నాం అనుకోండి, మార్కులు కూడా అప్పుడప్పుడునే వస్తూ ఉంటాయి. రెగ్యులర్గా రావాలి, రోజు ఏదో ఒకటి నేర్చుకుంటూ ఉంటాం. మనమే అప్పుడప్పుడు ఖాళీగా ఉన్నప్పుడు వస్తాం, మార్కులు కూడా అంతే వాళ్ళకి కావాల్సినప్పుడు ఇస్తూ ఉంటాయి. కమాన్. So for these type of questions, I don't want to rewrite it. Let's use mind calculation. 3 how many times? 7 is there in the numerator. That can be cancelled here, which is 2 times. 2 I can cancel here in 2 power 5 and I'll write it as 2 power. This 16 can be written as into 2 power 4. 2 power 8. Answer 5th option. Right. So can we go and verify last digit verification? No, but let's see if we can do it or not, because 3 options are ending with 3, 2 options are ending with different numbers. Yes, let's see our luck. Worst case we can eliminate 2 options. Which 2? Second and fifth. If it ends with 5, if it ends with 3, we can definitely cancel second option and fifth option, right? Avuna kada? Somehow we can eliminate at least 2 options. Let's see. These two left hand side positive numbers. How much is that? 9. Minus x goes to the other side. 6 comes to left hand side. Answer ends with 3. So answer, you know that it is definitely one among these 2 options only. Can you verify last 2 digits now? Observe those 3 options which are ending with different numbers. Agreed? Right. 98 plus 51. 49 minus 96. 3. 5. Done? Is it done? Minus 20x goes to the other side and this number comes to left hand side. Is that okay for you? 92 into 6 ends with. Right hand side number comes to left hand side and becomes minus 6. That is equal to 20x, right? Then x is equal to this number divided by 20 only. In 20, denominator 20, I don't want to consider 0. Zeros can be adjusted any time. Moreover, every option is ending with decimal point, 1 digit. Yes. So you don't have to worry about 0. Now tell me, numerator ends with 6 and denominator is 20. In 20, I don't want to change this 0. Forget about this 0. 2 into which number ends with 6? Either 3 or 8. So that means this is possible and this is possible. Agreed or not? Yes. A denominator lo 0 valla manaki decimal vachindi. Antavaraku clarity vachinda? Last digit verify cheste answer ends with either 3 or 8. 2 options are there. Now let me see. Is this fellow 92 into 6. Is it a 3 multiple? 6 undi kada. From that you need to subtract this number, right? Is it a 3 multiple? So your first number in the numerator is 3 multiple minus second number is also 3 multiple and the denominator you have 20. Is that a 3 multiple? So can you eliminate 3 multiple in the numerator? Answer must be 3 multiple. Come to options now. 7.8. Can it be 7.3? Eliminate. 7.8 final. Followed. This fellow goes to right hand side only. 5 times of any number. How do we do? 10 times and half only. What is 10 times? 36. Half of that. 18 goes to the other side and becomes minus 18. Answer? Minus 5. Right. This number multiplied with 273. Yes? In the denominator, number inside bracket. What is denominator? 13. How many times? I me bonda. Paiki yasnara. Sare cheyandi parledle. Okay. Etlane parle cheseyandi. 4 times. This number is ending with 4 into 273. This fellow ends with. Other number ends with. Answer ends with. Over. Yes. 3 how many times is 300? 100 times. Correct. Into 17. That is 1700 only. Minus 216. Answer must end with. Huh? Me pade mir. Bonda. అర్థమైందా? ఎందుకు తిట్టాను అర్థమైందా? సిగ్గు చేటు మళ్ళీ 2 ఆప్షన్లు ఉన్నాయని అన్నారంటే. Minus x goes to the other side. 15 comes to left hand side, becomes minus 15. Under root of 144. Cube root of 512. Total, 20. 20 minus 15. Which option? Fourth option. Answer 5, option 4. Be careful. Is that okay? Eight. This is 14 square. 14 can be written as 4 square to the power of 2. 4 power 4. Fourth root and power 4 gets cancelled. What is left? 4. Ardhamainda na bhasha? Average height of 25 students is calculated as 55, but later it was found that the height of one student wrongly entered as 25 instead of 28, and the another as 40 instead of 60. The correct average is approximately, okay. What is initial average? If you want to make it correct, to this you need to do some adjustments, correct? If required, you need to add something, or else subtract something from this number. So now, out of all those, one student height wrongly entered as 25 instead of, what is actual number? But entered as? That means they have taken 3 less. To make it correct, do you need to add or subtract? How much you need to add? 3. Can I directly add 3? Can I directly add 3? Why? 55 is average. And we are also trying to calculate average. So 3 is just a number that must be converted to average for 25 students. Agreed? Right. Now another as 40 instead of 60. Actual number 60. Considered as 40. Taken 20 less. To make it correct, you need to add 20. Divided by 25. So instead of this statement 3 by 25 plus 20 by 25, can I directly write it as 23 by 25? Can I do that? Why 23? First number taken 3 less, second number taken 20 less, both together 23. So that 23 we need to adjust. Agreed? I have a doubt now. 23 is the difference we got from how many students? 3 difference here, 20 difference here. So total difference is 23. 23 difference is there from how many students? 2 students. So now to convert into average, do I really need to divide it with 25 or with 2? Why 25? Why not 2? Why 25? Why not 2? My point, నేనేం చెప్తానంటే 23 is coming from 2 students, so I want to divide that with 2. Can I do that? Why 25 then? Because we are trying to calculate average for the whole class. Because we are trying to calculate average for the whole class. So that should be divided with 25 only. Yes? Right. Now, how do I do is, can I approximately treat this number as 1? Approximately 1? But very close to 1? Answer must be very close to 56. Little bit less than 56. Agreed or not? Go to options. How many options are there? రెండు కనపడే ఎవరికన్నా? ఇది ఎవరికన్నా కనపడిందా? కనపడిందా ఇది? ఫిఫ్త్ ఆప్షన్ ఎవరికన్నా? ఐ డాక్టర్ దగ్గరికి తీసుకెళ్తా మీ ఇష్టం. The percentage of x and y are in the ratio 5:4. After 9 years, C will be 30 years old. If the difference between the ages of x and y is 10 years less than the age of C, what is the sum of their ages? Okay, right. A number of ways are there. Sum of their ages in the sense, how many people are there? 3 people. X and y, present ages, ratio. How many parts? Should be a 9 multiple. To this, whose age we need to add? C age. 9 years later, C will be 30 years. Then at present, what is the age of C? 21. So now, wait a minute. 9 parts. For now, can I treat it as 3 multiple? Plus 21. 21 is also 3 multiple. Answer must be first one, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay. Now what I'll do is, because there are 2 options, now answer must be in this particular form. Yes? From the option, if I subtract 21, it has to be a 9 multiple. Second option, minus 21, how much is that? 39. Is it 9 multiple? Eliminate fourth final. Follow? If not this, you have to do like this, x, y and then C. After 9 years, C will be 30, then percentage of C is 21. Now this condition says, difference between ages of x and y. How many parts is the difference? 1 part. This is 5 parts and this is 4 parts. Difference is 1 part, and that is 10 years less than the age of C. What is percentage of C? 21. 10 years less than that number? 11. Then x is equal to 11 only. That means 5 parts is 55. 4 parts. Then we were asked to calculate sum, which is 120. The percentage of profit earned by selling an article for 10,800 is equal to the percentage of the loss incurred by selling the same article for 5,200. Right. So now, remember 2 conditions. Whenever they give profit obtained by selling article for some rate is same as loss obtained by selling the article for some other rate. If profit is equal to loss, remember, to calculate cost price, we need to go for average for selling price 1, selling price 2. If profit percentage and loss percentage, if both are equal, if profit percentage and loss percentage both are equal, to calculate cost price, we need to go with, again, average of selling price of 1 comma selling price of 2. Is it right? Is it right? Come on. Yes sir. Huh? అక్క నువ్వే ఎస్ నువ్వా ఎందుకు మెజారిటీ చేసి చెప్పారేనా తెలుసా ఇప్పుడు తెలుసుకుంటున్నావా గుర్తుపెట్టుకో బాగా బాగా ఉపయోగపడుతుంది ఇఫ్ ప్రాఫిట్ పర్సంటేజ్ అండ్ లాస్ పర్సంటేజ్ బోత్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ see on what price do you calculate profit percentage loss percentage is also calculated on the same number if profit percentage is same as the loss percentage that indirectly says profit is equal to loss only, right? Then to calculate cost price just remember we need to go for average of selling price of 1 comma selling price of 2. I'll tell you the reason for first time, from next time onwards I won't tell you. If the selling price of article 1 article 2 both are here, selling price in the sense cost price plus profit or cost price minus loss. So I can write it as profit and then loss. But according to this condition, profit and loss both are equal. That means I can write it as x only. When you add both, x gets cancelled only. Then 2 cost price is equal to SP1 plus SP2. Then cost price is equal to half of that number. That's the reason why we are taking average. Is that okay? Right. So now, what is sum of numbers? Selling prices 16,000. Then cost price is equal to average divided by 2, which is 8,000. At what price should the article be sold to make 25% profit? Cost price is 8,000. Profit 1/4, 25%. How much is that? 2,000. If you add 2,000, selling price becomes 10,000. What? ఒకవేళ ఇలాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్లోనే if it is 10% profit, you can directly go and verify 11 multiplication. If you are expecting 10% profit, you need to sell the item at 110%. 110% should be a multiple of 11. So in those particular cases, we don't even consider the data given in question. First we'll go to options and verify multiplication rule. If there is only 11 multiple, you are done with the answer. Avuna kada? Right. So sometimes we will consider the data, sometimes we will directly go to the option. In a private company, 40% of the employees are females and 54% of employees are engineers, and on which 66.66% of engineers are female. What percent of male who are not engineers out of the total male employees? Okay, right. I'll take total as 100. Among them we have female and then male, and then we have some of them are engineers and some of them are not engineers. They said 40% are female. So I'll write 40 here and then remaining 60 here. Is that okay? Why are we writing 40 here and why not here? Because among 40 only we have 2 segregations. Some of them are engineers and some of them are not engineers. 54% of employees are engineers. 54 are engineers. Then non-engineers are 46. Out of 54 employees who are engineers, on which 66 2/3%. Can I treat it as 2/3 fractional form? 2/3 are female. Out of these numbers, 54, 2/3. What is 1/3? 1/3, 18, 2/3, 36. Who are 36? Come on. How many female are there? Total 40. Out of 40 female, how many are engineers? How many are not engineers? And total how many non-engineers are there? 46. Out of 46, female are 4. Remaining 42 are, and we were asked to calculate percentage of male who are not engineers only. That means 42 out of male 60 into 100. Correct. What is 10% of the 10% of the male? 6. How many 6 is equal to 42? That means 70% only? Yes. Out of sum of 9,800, a part was lent at 18% simple interest, the other at 8% simple interest. If the interest on the first part after 2 years is equal to the interest on the second part after 6 years, then Find the second part sum. Okay, right. So they said something is equal. What is equal? Interest or amount? Interest. First part is given for 2 years. On first part, what is the rate of interest offered? And for 2 years? 36% of X is the interest obtained from the first part. And that is equal to interest from the second part for 6 years. What is interest offered on second part? 8. For 6 years? 48% of Y. Interest obtained from the second part, and both are equal. 12 3 times, 12 4 times. From this, X by Y is equal to 4 by 3. That is 4 parts and then 3 parts. Total how many parts we have? 7 parts is equal to 9,800. Then 1 part is equal to divided by 7, which is equal to 1400. We were asked to calculate Y value, which is 3 parts. 3 into 1400, 4,200. Over. A vessel contains 20 liters of water and 30 liters of milk. X liters of mixture is taken out and replaced with the same quantity of water. Then the resultant mixture is in the ratio 7:3. Then the value of X is. Now do remember, sometimes X may be mentioned in percentages and sometimes X may be mentioned as a quantity in liters. For our question, is it mentioned in percentage? Hey Babu, last bench. ఏంటయ్యా మీ ఇద్దరు వచ్చిన దగ్గర నుంచి గుండాయిని నిన్ను చెడగొడుతున్నాడా, నువ్వు గుండాయిని చెడగొడుతున్నావా, లేకపోతే ఇద్దరు కలిసి చెడిపోతున్నారా? మూడో ఆయన ఫ్రెండ్స్ మీ ముగ్గురు, వాళ్ళిద్దరితో కూడా నువ్వు కూడా చెడిపో. ఇంకా ఇప్పుడు 3 సార్లు చూసా మీ ఇద్దరిని. ఆడపిల్లలు అయ్యి అట్లా మాట్లాడుకునేది, చెవుల్లో చెవి పెట్టి మొహంలో మొహం పెట్టుకొని ఊరికే మాట్లాడుకునేది ఎవరు? ఆ హక్కు ఎవరికి ఉంది? అది వాళ్ళ బర్త్ రైట్. అసలే ఇప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఈక్వల్ రైట్స్ కోసమని ఫైట్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. మళ్ళీ మీరు వాళ్ళకున్న రైట్స్ని మీరు తీసుకుంటా ఉన్నారు. ఎట్లయితే మీరు ఏం మగపిల్లలు స్వామి మీరు? ఆడపిల్లల హక్కులను వాళ్ళకు ఉంచండి. ఏమో అవునా కదా? సిగ్గు లేదంటే అవునంటుంది. నీ దుంప రేగ నువ్వు. నేను తిడుతున్నా ఇండైరెక్ట్గా మిమ్మల్ని కూడా, నీకు అది కూడా అర్థం కావట్లా. చిచ్చి. అవునంట. రైట్. No, come here. So now for our question, concentrate here. For our question, is X mentioned in terms of liters or percentage? Liters. Sometimes they may consider in terms of percentage also. We'll answer both. So total how much is the quantity that we have? Some quantity is taken out and replaced with same quantity of water. So even in final container also we have 50 liters only. So order is important. Water and then milk. Total we have 50. Initial is water. Milk is 30. Some quantity is taken out and replaced with water. Okay. And final ratio is 7:3. That means 50 liters must be divided in the ratio 7:3. How many parts? 10 parts. Each part? Then 7 parts? 35. 3 parts? 15. Yes? So now, wait a minute. We were asked to calculate X value. That means what is the quantity which is taken out? Avuna kada? Right. Now observe. Some quantity is taken out from 20 liters and then 30 liters. Whatever is taken out, the same quantity of water is again added. So for water, how many changes are there? 2 changes are there. Some quantity is going out and some other quantity is coming in. But when it comes to milk, there is only one change. Some quantity is going out only. Yes or no? Out of how many liters? Now how much you have? Out of 30 liters, now we have 15 liters. Agreed or not? So out of 30 liters, 15 liters we have. That means what is the quantity which is taken out? 15 liters. Correct? But we have to calculate what is the total quantity which is taken out? From the container only? Container has how many liters? For 30, if it is 15, for 50, how much it is? 20. So 25 liters is taken out. If it is calculated in terms of percentage, here itself we can answer the question. 15 liters is taken out of 30 percentage into answer 50%. You don't have to calculate it for total 50. అర్థమైందా? ఇక్కడ 15 out of 30 అనేది ఓన్లీ మిల్కే కదా, మరి టోటల్లో కూడా 50% అవుతుందా? నా పాయింట్ అర్థం కాలే ఇంకా. 15 out of 30 is calculated in terms of percentage, we got it as 50%. That means we can say 50% milk is going out. Can I say 50% quantity is taken out? Yes. If 50% milk is going out, 50% of water also goes out. That means 50% of the total is going out. మీకు పాయింట్ అర్థమైందా? Yes. Next. A and B are partners in a business. If A contributes 1/3 of the capital for 18 months and B received 1/4 of the final profit, then find how long B's money was invested. Out of capital, A contributes 1/3. Yes. Then B contributes 1/4. Bangaru konda mee dumpadega. B receives 1/4 profit. There are only two partners. If 1/3 is invested by A, remaining is invested by B. How much is remaining? 2/3. Can I say their investments are in the ratio 1:2? So A's investment 1, B's investment 2. Can I do like that? 1/3 and 2/3, 3 gets cancelled. That I don't want to consider. A invested for 18 months. B is there for B number of months. Let's assume like this. Is that okay? Matladali. This is profit sharing ratio. Out of total profit, how much is B getting? Then remaining, who gets 3/4? A. 3/4 and then 1/4. Can I write it as 3:1 ratio? 3 and then 1. 3, 2. B is equal to option 4. We are just using I1 T1 by I2 T2 is equal to P1 by P2. O and U can do a job together in 66 days. O is 11 by 8 times as efficient as U. So now, out of these two, O and U, is O depends on U or U depends on O? O depends on U. Whenever there is a fraction, I told you to start with the denominator. What is the denominator? A. As O depends on U, I'll start U as 8 parts. Then O is 11 parts. Both together 19 parts. Correct? Both together can do the work in how many days? Then total work is equal to 66 into 17 only. Now into 19. Now this should be done by O. That is divided by how many times? 6 times. 6 19 times. Can I take 20 times minus 1 time? 120 minus 6 114. Done. Done. A man walks from P to Q and back in certain time at the rate of 3.5 kilometer per hour. But if he had walked from P to Q at the rate of 3 kilometers an hour and back from Q to P at the rate of 4 kilometer an hour, he would have taken 5 minutes longer. Find the distance between P and Q. P and Q. Okay. Right. How many different cases are there? 2 cases. First case, onward journey and return journey. He is traveling with 3.5 kilometer per hour. First case. Second case, onward he is going with 3, return coming with 4. Yes, this is second case. In both cases, when you take time difference, They got it as 5 minutes. Question is about distance between two places. Adhainda? Right. Now look at here. So now what I am trying to calculate is, do you know what is the speed in first case? Speed in first case, how much is that? 3.5 kilometer per hour. Yes? What is speed in second case? Maintained for entire journey. Maintained for entire journey. Do you know that value? No. But you know only one thing. Onward he is traveling with 3. Return he is coming with 4. But I want to calculate it for whole journey. Do you know that the value? So if distance between two places are same, P to Q and then Q to P. Onward traveling with 3. Return traveling with 4. To calculate overall speed, what you can do? 2AB by A plus B? Yes. So speeds ratio, let me do like this. First case and then second case, 3.5, which I'll write it as 7 by 2. Second time, onward he is traveling with 3, return he is coming with 4. 2AB by A plus B, 2AB by A plus B. Yes? Can you go with cross multiplication here? Simplification come. 7 into 7. 40. 2 into 3 into 4. 2 into 3 into 4. 24 into 2. That means speeds are in the ratio 49 and then 48. Then time ratio must be inverse, which is 48 and then 49. First case it takes 48 parts. Second case it will take 49 parts. Correct? How much extra time is it taking now? 1 part. Question. Come to the question. Which is equal to 5 minutes. So time it is taking in the first case, which is equal to 48 parts, which is 48 into 5. Minutes converts to hours by 60. This much time it is taking. Avuna kada? Now what is the question about? Distance. In the first case, this is the time in first case, right? In first case, what is the speed that it has maintained? 3.5 kilometer per hour. Time into speed. That gives you distance only. In first case, how much is the distance covered if distance between P to Q is treated as D? Onward D, return D, total 2D, 5 by 60, 1 by 12, 12, 4 times, 2, 2 times, 2 cancel. From this, D is equal to, this is one way. The other way is, probably you find this one, the other one would be easier. In which case it is taking more time? First case or the second case? Come on. Second case, I would like to calculate the time it has taken. Second case. Travel P to Q and then Q to P. Agreed? P to Q distance D. Return journey P to Q again D. D kilometers traveled with the speed 3 km per hour. Return journey D kilometers traveled with the speed 4 km per hour. This is the time it will take in the second case. Second time, ardhamainda? First time, how much is the speed that it has maintained? 3.5 kilometers for the entire journey only. Entire journey in the sense onward journey D, return journey D, total 2D. Travel with the speed 3.5. Can I write it as 7 by 2? 7 by 2 comes to numerator. This is the time it is taking in the first case. Difference of the time mentioned as 5 minutes. Minutes converts to hours by 60. Solve it, you will get D value. Okay now? Done everybody? Geeta spends 20% of his salary on transport, out of the remaining 10% on shopping and 15% on savings, out of the remaining 25% on education. She left with 12,600, then find total annual salary. Something is missing here. Geeta spends 20% of his monthly salary. Monthly అనేది మెన్షన్ చేయాలి అక్కడ. మంత్లీ అనేది మిస్ అయింది. Right. So finally we were asked to calculate yearly salary, annual salary, right? Right. So now using this number only we can answer the question, which is 12,600. What is 12,600? She left with, that is remaining leftover value. Agreed? Right from the beginning. Let's start. Geeta spends 20% on transport. Can I take 20% as 1/5? If 1/5 is over, how much is remaining? Let me take monthly salary as X. Now leftover is 4/5. This is what remaining. Now, out of remaining, that is upon this number, 10% on shopping, 15% on savings. So this 15% is also calculated on remaining only. That means out of this number only we have to calculate. Avuna kada? So far, out of the remaining, 10% on shopping, 15% on savings. Both together, 25%. Can I treat it as 1/4? 1/4 is over. Out of the remaining. If 1/4 is over, remaining 3/4. 3/4. Okay. Out of remaining, what happened? 25% on education and leftover. 25%, which is again 1/4. If 1/4 is over, remaining 3/4. If you calculate this, you will get X value. What was treated as X? Monthly. But we were asked to calculate annual. That means that should be multiplied again with 12. Okay. Now, 4 gets cancelled. Is that okay? 12,600 into left hand side denominator 5 4s 20 goes to the other side. Left hand side numerator 3 3s 9 comes to denominator. Yes, this is X value. Avuna kada? Okay. And we were asked to calculate yearly salary, so we need to multiply it with 12. Okay na? Okkar options ki randi. Decimals lo unnai. Avuna kada? Decimals lo unnai kabatti I don't want to concentrate on number of zeros first of all. Forget about them. Is that okay? 2 into 2. 4 into 6. Numerator ends with? Denominator ends with? 9 into which number ends with 4? That means answer must end with 6. First eliminated. Third eliminated. Second eliminated. Third eliminated. Can it be fourth option? Can I write it as 2.6? Can I write 2.60 as 2.6 lakh or not? Yes or no? Is that fellow ends with 6 or not? Can it be fourth option or not? Avuna kada? Can it be fifth option or not? Two options are there which are ending with 6. So now what I will do is, denominator 9 multiple. Unda? Unda? Is it 9 multiple? 9 multiple can be cancelled here. But still we have leftover value which is into 12. Is it 3 multiple? In the denominator, do you have 3 multiples again? Answer must be 3 multiple. Can it be fourth option now? No. Fifth final. Over. Done. A, B, C are three positive integers such that A is 20% less than B and C is 30% less than A. If sum of A, B, C is 2, 3, 6, then find the value of C. Okay. A is 20% less than B. That means A depends on? C is 30% less than A. That means C depends on? A depends on? So from where you need to start with? Let's start B as 100. A is 20% less. 80. C is 30% less than A. 30% of C. What is 30% of this number? 24. Less than 80. Subtract it from 80. 50. Sum of A, B, C is mentioned as 236 only. A plus B plus C, our values, which is also 236. Question is about C, which is 56 final. Okay, now the side of the square is equal to the half of the radius of the circle. If the circumference of the circle is 88, then find the area of the square. Square area. Okay. Come on. Circumference 2 pi r. 2. 22 by 7. R. Ante kada. 80. 22 into 2. 44. 2 times. R is equal to. Then side is equal to half of this number. And area 49. Over.